Okay, so if the pretty model walks down like this, a lot of the fellows around here might think, oh, there's my mother kind of thing. Because the model is like this, is like considered to be the woman of all women or something, the prettiest of the prettiest or something, and all the men are staring at her, whatever. Okay, that clicks, this exclusivity that the baby wanted, the aesthetic, the beautiful aesthetic of the blissful oneness like that. So the breast is beautiful for the baby, right? It's beautiful for the baby. So if something in society is considered, very beautiful like that, it might click. Okay, trigger. Something resembles the past. You feel the past, and then you transfer the past to the present. So unconsciously, a lot of men might have that little tingling of, gee, there's the promise of the blissful mother. It's elusive. It's passing you by. You walk right by. Mother, where'd you go? Kind of. Reality, you realize it, but there's still a part that kind of like, I don't know, it gives people that dopamine hope or something. Dopamine is a pleasurable, exciting feeling. Now you're going to be disappointed. So when the model does walk by, people feel disappointed or something. But maybe for a little time they felt good, because for a little while in their fantasy there was mother, and they felt good, and they got the good chemistry of feeling one with the mother. So the pretty model walking by makes, for a moment, a lot of men might feel good for the moment. Because it can blip up the fantasies. They may have a fantasy coming up that there's mother, they could be with the mother, and the fantasy of having mother, the fantasy itself can trigger good feelings. The fantasy itself has the capacity to release some brain chemistry in your mind. Okay, so for example, kids, if they feel defeated, they put on a Superman outfit. I'm Superman. They might feel better when the fantasy, right? You pretend to be a rock star. Well, rock stars are on stage. They're center stage. They're on the stage. They're center stage. It's all about them. Everyone's staring at them. They're center, like king and a god like that. So you pretend to be a rock star like that. You might feel what the rock stars feel. Maybe they feel important. The star was seen. Everyone's admiring them. They're clapping at them. They love them and cheer for them. And they're the center stage. And they're kind of like a little bit elevated like that on the stage like that. Everyone's down. They're up or something. So the brain might associate an immense level of safety. Being a rock star or Superman is an immense level of safety. When you feel safe in your fantasies, you get serotonin. Okay, for more on this point, check out our quotes by the author Loretta Brunning. We did some quotes from her trilogy. She's got 3 very simple, easy to read self-help books. Meet Your Happy Chemicals. I think they renamed it or something. Hopefully they didn't change it. I, Mammal, and then Beyond Cynicism.